Playoff hockey is in the air, and as the pace ramps up, so does the entertainment. This week, we had prank wars, full line brawls, a last-minute NHL debut, coaches going at it, teammates going at it.
See, you're such a it's not even funny.
Hilarious calls.
It was a mistake in the communication. The puck never crossed the goal line.
Oh, jeez.
No goal.
And, of course, some awesome moments that remind us of the incredible game that hockey is. So, join me with another week of taking a look at some of my favorite moments worth a second look. Now, to start, we get to watch 3 different types of hockey fan. First, there's the crazy ones. At the game, dressed up as Gritty, this kid is going to be a future goalie. Then, there's the sweet young fella overrun with emotion after receiving a puck from Matthews. Awesome stuff. And then, there's the Boston fan. A unique fan, unlike any other, as he had this all planned out. Knew his camera angles and everything, just so good. But the main event this week was Rempe and McDermott. Now, we knew we were getting it, but to my surprise, at puck drop, it was a full-out brawl. Bodies everywhere, and I forgot if I had turned on a hockey game or WWE Battle Royale. Now, I covered it with a full video, but it was incredible. We had penalty boxes packed like sardines, coaches going at it, and it got serious when Laviolette took the gum out, made sure to send his best wishes to the family, and then popped it back in. During all of it, though, just like a few weeks back where he stole some of Panger's green juice, Panarin again went for Panger's special drinks. A crazy scene in New York. But it wasn't the only barn with a packed penalty box this week. Over in Montreal, it was the Panthers who were getting cozy. In a game that had its fair share of extracurricular activities, a tasty sandwich here, and Slavkovsky chatting up the ladies from the box, what was interesting in this one came in the second. After Gallagher appeared to possibly have scored, they had to take a second look at it, trying to see if it crossed the line, and after review, we had a good goal. But immediately, everyone's a bit surprised as it didn't seem conclusive, and sure enough, they came back with this.
It was a mistake in the communication. The puck never crossed the goal line.
Oh, jeez.
No goal.
Wow, okay. Hey, Siri, play Communication Breakdown by Led Zeppelin. Wow. I didn't mean to call you to break up with you, I promise. What?
How does this even happen? But even Gally had to have a laugh at it. Maurice holding back a smile. And then there's Marty behind the bench, not so pleased. And speaking of penalty boxes, Revo had himself a busy week with multiple scraps. And the boys were absolutely loving it on the bench. But after his fight with Pizzetta, while in the box, McMahon would go on to score. And as we cut to the box, this was great. Boom! Then let's run through a few quick ones. This right here is a bad man. A goal and then a stare down. Oh, that is not how you had planned this to go. Over in Minnesota, and did you see it? Is that a bird at the XL Energy Center? Apparently, it was a drone. Then Anderson with 1 tap, 2 tap, 3, and then 1 to the leg, but no calls, so Leon goes back. And holy shit! There's a sniper in the building. Anderson goes down as Draisaitl definitely not pleased. Then earlier in the week, final seconds, it's Ekholm for the win, and he missed, which, speaking of snipers, Draisaitl saw that one coming. Then we had Zach Benson with the thing of nightmares. Empty net, and his stick just implodes. Over in Columbus, we had a last-minute call-up with Cameron Butler, who didn't arrive to the arena until after the game had started. So, no rookie lap, but he did get 54 seconds of ice time in his rookie debut. And finally, we had Baby No Money, reminding us that ice is, in fact, slippery.
My name is Baby No Money!
Now, Marc-Andre Fleury, the prankster, has been well documented. Earlier this season, we covered his prank war with Duhaime. Well, now that Duhaime isn't with the Wild anymore, making his return to Minnesota, he made sure to keep the war going. Toilet papering Fleury's entire vehicle.
Never gonna
What
stop
I
the
love here is that
war.
they attempted to blur his face as if we can't tell who this is. With that said, he refused to take responsibility.
So that's a good one. I like whoever did that. I don't know who did it.
Oh,
I couldn't even snitch on the guy. I don't know who did it.
As for Fleury's reaction,
You know what? I'm pretty proud of Brendan Duhaime, right? Kind of proud of him, though. He did a good job. Well done.
I'm not sure Duhaime looked at the schedule, but it's safe to say I don't think we've seen the end of this one. But with that, let's take a look at some of the best of the netminders this week. We had Primo in his crease getting caught up in
Maybe
Stamkos
Minnesota
and Nuvo
will
going
see
at it,
the
just completely invading his space.
Avalanche in
Finally,
the
he's like, all right,
playoffs.
I'm out. Then we had Fedotov making his debut, but coming from the KHL, he went to the wrong end in overtime. We had Quick being honored for becoming the winningest American goalie in NHL history at
Winningest.
392.
That's an
Pretty cool
interesting
stuff.
word.
But in that game,
Is
we
there
had
an actual
Shesterkin
word?
going behind the net and getting into it with Crosby, giving him the extra push as things got a bit heated. And finally, back to Fleury. He was busy at work fixing his own ice. Then in San Jose, we got a 2-for-1, as with the Hattie and the OT winner, William Eklund recorded a hat trick on Hat Night. So with nothing but smiles, he was rocking his hat. But it was also homegrown boy Devin Cooley's first win. And so with his mom in attendance, it was just all around beautiful stuff in San Jose. Heading over to Calgary now, we saw Trevor Zegras running into the official who caught him with an elbow. Looks like a penalty to me, as Zegras certainly was not happy about it. But being an NHL official
broke
is
his
often
hockey
a thankless
stick.
job. And at the end of the day, they deserve respect, which is what we got in Winnipeg. An awesome moment between Ryan Galloway, longtime NHL linesman, who called his final NHL game in his hometown of Winnipeg, and every player lined up to congratulate him on his career. So much respect and honor in the great game of hockey. You love to see it. With that said, earlier in the game, with just seconds remaining, we got this interesting face-off. Pretty obvious what they were planning to do, but I'm not sure I've ever seen a face-off quite like this before. Then
That's
going into some more
interesting.
quick ones in the ECHL, the Atlantic Gladiators had their own player, Mitch Fossier, playing the national anthem in full gear. That was pretty dang cool. Over in the AHL, we had another set of coaches going at it. The Tucson Roadrunners assistant Zach Stortini challenging Bakersfield Condors Colin Chuck. In Boston, Lundell heading to the box as McAvoy, with a bit of a troll job here, sits him down. Then in San Jose, done with the
Sit down,
shot,
boy.
and
Sit down.
hits Yanni Gourde
Yeah.
in front right in the nether
Sorry.
regions, as this is not even funny, honestly. I know that feeling all too well. And we had Perry letting the Flames know they're so bad. And it wouldn't be a
You're
weekly
so
recap
bad.
without Seth Jarvis.
A lot of pieces of my game I need to work on.
See, you're such a it's not even funny.
Being a Duke fan, he didn't take too kindly to being interrupted by NC State fan Martin Hook. For the last 30
You and your dumb NC State jersey walking through like a blowhorn. Anyways.
And then how about this? A couple of young Felino boys in training. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, as the little guy got his revenge. Then over in Sweden, we got this insane goal.
Oh,
The puck
wait,
bounces
I have a
up over
story.
the net.
There was this little kid that was beating me up. It kind of hurted. He hit me with his hockey stick. Like, yeah, anyway.
It's tipped back over the net again.
It's not even funny.
Hilarious calls.
Oh.
They're so bad. Hockey fights cancer tonight, and this little guy now in remission with the puck drop. Go. That's who stares him right in the eyes while he does it off the face of Sorokin and in. Cold-blooded. And then this is maybe the best thing you'll see today. Hockey fights cancer night, and this little guy now in remission with the puck drop, and come on. Drop it. I love the little stick taps here. But he sure knows how to play an audience, as finally he drops it. And
Is
keeping
it
the wholesome content
actually
going, how
boy?
about this? After Evgeny Malkin put on another show with his parents in town, they just couldn't help but get emotional seeing their boy in action. For some context, they hadn't been able to come to North America from Russia in 5 years to see him play due to war and COVID, so this was just a beautiful moment. And lastly, I'm going to leave you with pasta. Giving us an MTV Cribs NHL edition look at what an NHL team travels like. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it very much, and I'll see you in the next one.
We got some burgers, cupcakes. How are you? Good, thank you. Card table.
That's how the Bruins do it.
Guys, just gonna go watch a movie and go to bed. Wakes up here.
That's what the Bruins do. Hey, speaking about Oh, wait. This video's not over yet.
Connor Bedard is having a really good rookie season. Just because he won't get 100 points like Crosby or win the Calder with 50 goals like Ovechkin doesn't mean his rookie season has been disappointing, especially with the team he's
Horrible.
on. You throw in the fact that because of his injury earlier this season, he will for sure have played less games than whoever's nominated alongside him for the Calder, and he's probably going to have more points than them too. I'd be shocked if he didn't win it. Here's the thing though, part of the reason he's so far ahead of the next two in rookie scoring is because they're both defensemen. Number 2's a Hughes brother, so of course he's putting up points and showing off the skill that seemingly runs in the family. As the Minnesota Wild paid a visit to Chicago yesterday though, number 3 on that list became even more interesting. The Wild completely thumped Chicago yesterday, wasn't even close. Kaprizov was all-world again. He's got to be the undisputed best player in that team's history, no? In terms of talent anyways, at least. I know a lot of people still have a soft spot in their heart for Marian Gaborik. And Mikko Koivu, of course. He's a legend there. Brock Faber, as a rookie, continues to be Mr. Everything for this team. And he had it on full display again yesterday, fittingly against Bedard. We'll get to that in a second. But watch this play. Starts in his own zone, turns on the Jets, all the way into the O-zone, couple of crossovers to cut in, makes it look like he's going to shoot, and both Hawks defenders bite hard on that. But the kid's much more than just a good first pass, minute-munching defenseman. He's smart. Beautiful little drop to Kaprizov, who's wide open because of him. Good night, Chicago. That assist made him pass Ryan Hartman for 5th on the team in points with 43, so he's able to produce offensively as a rookie on the back end, which is not easy to do. And this is the stat that made me go, wow. At 21 years old, he leads the team in ice time by almost 2 full minutes. And the next closest is Jonas Brodin, who's been a Minnesota Wild since 10,000 BC. That just goes to show how much they trust this kid in all situations. Like I said, he's Mr. Everything. What a story too. Gets drafted in the 2nd round by LA, but is from Minnesota and played college hockey for the Gophers. Then gets traded to his hometown team and becomes a stud number 1 defenseman with them in his first year. Like I said, I do think Bedard will end up winning it, especially since he's still 18 and Faber's 21. But Brock Faber deserves some more Calder love here. More people should be giving attention to how great of a rookie season he's having. Aaron Ekblad won the Calder in 2015 with 4 less minutes of average ice time and 4 less points than Faber has right now. And Ekblad won that over Mark Stone and Johnny Gaudreau, who had phenomenal rookie seasons. Now, NHL Network posted this and basically asked if Brock Faber's having a better rookie season than Bedard. And a lot of people are just comparing the stats. Oh, Bedard has way more points in way less games. He's having a much better season than Faber. But again, Faber's a defenseman who plays in all situations, by the way. His main concern is not putting up points. Of course, the guy who's supposed to be an offensive superstar is going to have more points than him. I'm not saying Faber should win it. I'm saying it's a lot closer race than the point totals and the Michigan highlight reel goals will make you believe, because Faber does so much that doesn't end up on the highlight reel. I do think Bedard will end up being the more impactful player. I think he's going to win some Rocket Richards and maybe even a Hart Trophy or 2, but Faber deserves a lot of love in the Calder Trophy race, man. He's a stud. As usual, let me know your thoughts in the comments. This should be good, hearing your thoughts on these two in regards to the Calder race.
If you're a Toronto, if you're a Toronto fan, you can comment, but if you're a Chicago player, what do you think of Bedard in the NHL, and what do you think about him?
When you have rheumatoid arthritis, the smallest things can feel like the biggest obstacles. But
Devils game Saturday.
And what do you think about him? What did you think about him when he broke his jaw? What did you think when he thought... Wait. What did you think when he broke his jaw?
Brady Tkachuk just went bananas at the end of the Sens and Devils game Saturday night. And for a player who said he was laughing, crying during that Morgan Riley situation and his empty net assault, he seems to be quite fierce about empty net politics now as he goes after my boy Nico. There was less than 10 to go. Jersey up 4-3, and after Pinto has his shot sneak past the goalie but gets denied by the post, he sure makes the defensive play, skates the puck down the ice, and kills the clock to win the game. And so he dumps the puck into the empty net as he glides back around his net. Nothing malicious at all. Then Brady just starts yapping. And I mean, come on, he goes after Nico, the nicest man in New Jersey. He's got 12 PIMs on the whole year. He had 10 last year, plus the dude's a Moosehead's legend. Brady, you come after that man again, the whole city of Dartmouth is going to be on you. But then, while being detained by the refs, he throws his gloves off for show, like he's actually going to get past them and do something. Get out of here. The Devils win and make Brady eat sand as they take it 4-3. Ottawa should be more worried about the puck going into their net during regulation, and you know, most times probably I'm like Brady and disappointed to see the Sens have a crappy season too, but when you run around and do this, especially to my boy Nico, you know, I don't fine to see the Devils come away with the win. But the Sens continue to lose. They're now looking at drafting a 7th overall, and I guess they're just hoping things get better next year. Do you think Brady was a fool for this one, or do you stand by him with this empty net drama? Let us know down below.
Alright, we gotta do something.
That's why they're managing a Stanley Cup contending NHL team, and I'm talking to a microphone. Horvat.
Okay, this comment. I'm trying to be nice when I say, so please take this as constructive criticism. If you want to collab with bigger channels, you need to create more original content. Try making videos in the style that they make instead of just watching theirs and saying a few things. Also, don't let it get to you if they don't collab. Collabs are pretty rare in the YouTube hockey scene. Good luck. I kind of said that as a joke. I also didn't say that as a joke. I kind of just said it just to see if he did. And he is referencing a point in the video. Where is it?
But honestly,
This moment.
hear him on the broadcast like screeching. Bit of an unholy sound for Easter, in fact. But this stuff seems a work in progress. Fun game overall. I wish there had been more today. I was sitting around, but that's all I got. Let me know your thoughts below. So, coming out of the annual... from Lindstrom. However, Vancouver...
This is what he's referencing. This moment.
Guess who? Dakota Joshua once again right in front of the net wide open.
That's the moment that he is referencing. Thank you.
Screeching.